My favorite type of zombie has always been the slow kind. It creates the exact same effect you get from watching Michael Myers stalk his victims, inevitably catching them at some point. In the case of zombies, a single slow one might not be that dangerous if a survivor knows what they're doing, but 10 or an entire horde slowly advancing down a corridor while you're trapped with nowhere to go, that creates a true sense of dread and urgency. I always use the Night of the Living Dead as an example, showing this scene where characters are talking and you see an individual in the background lurking, only to find out it's a zombie. Unfortunately, this has largely been replaced by fast zombies, like those seen in Korean shows, films and also in video games for action purposes. Among the few instances where fast zombies actually worked well were 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, Rampok Berlin Undead, The Night Eats the World, and the Spanish films REC and REC 2, which showed the big differences between fast for action and fast for horror. An example is from REC, the difference between a horde sprinting across an open area for action-packed cinematic moment and fast-moving corpses charging through tight, claustrophobic spaces. And when paired with compelling narrative, it's an enriching experience when it comes to horror. In REC, it's a demonic virus that limits people of their humanity, while keeping them conscious and trapped inside bodies they cannot control. Similar to 28 Days Later, the Rage virus does the same without a supernatural angle, reverting the infected to their most primal instincts, turning them into relentless, feral beings. That's the kind of fast zombie that works, because it's horrifying on both a physical, almost body horror type and existential level as well. In the past I mentioned REC as my favorite found footage movie and also one of my favorite horror movies in general, because it tackled this concept so well, and 28 Days Later did it also in the past. However, modern horror often reduces this genre to a pack of tools for action-packed sequences. Due to that, the fear is lost, and audiences begin to see all zombie films as the same thing over and over. There's also the long-standing debate of zombies versus infected people, which can be defined by their awakening after being technically dead, and on the other hand, infected people with a complete lack of free will, which I kinda like the broader discussion around it, because the arguments are always very interesting from different people with different experiences with this genre. Now